We all have different ways of dealing with stressful circumstances. Maybe you like to go to the gym and work out, or maybe you like to turn the music up in your car when you're stressed out. Either way, these two types of coping mechanisms are good and healthy since they aren't harmful to other people. But there are some unhealthy coping mechanisms that you might have due to stress that can be harmful to you and other people. So that's what we're talking about. Coping mechanisms that are harmful to you and other people. And we're going through 5 of those. Number 1 is forced positivity. Toxic positivity. Forced positivity. Just because people are smiling, just because people act happy, doesn't mean that they're happy. See, we've gotten into the habit of, well, if I look like I'm happy or if I act like I'm happy, people are going to believe that I'm happy. But we all are human beings, and we know you don't feel good every day all the time. And that's all right. Forced positivity. We've all heard the term good vibes only. This statement and its accompanying sentiments have become part of our social culture. There's nothing wrong with having a positive mindset. Positivity can be a powerful tool when you want to create that in your life. However, the notion of only positive vibes have been taken to the extreme. Toxic positivity does not come from a place of genuine happiness. It comes from a place of denial, invalidation, or minimization. Forced positivity is an attempt to display a positive disposition at all times, even when you're not in the best of moods, and that can be fatal. It's usually so excessive that the toxic positivity phrases are obvious. Here are some examples of toxic phrases. Don't think about it, be positive. That almost can be looked at as having faith. Huh? It's going to all work out in the end if you believe in God and you believe in Jesus and you believe in the Bible, which, yeah, I do that. But at the same time, I got to process my feelings and my emotions. That's a part of it.
That's reality.
Yeah, that's reality. Don't think about it. Be positive. Everything will work out in the end. If I do it, so can you. Or it could be worse. Somebody going through something, the last thing you need to be telling them is it could be worse, because you're trying to tell them, you're trying to invalidate how they feel. Well, it ain't worse, but I still feel bad. When you force yourself to be positive at all times, you're barring and repressing your emotions, which can lead to doubt, shame, and relational problems, as far as problems with your relationships in your life, relational problems with others. Sometimes, like life just sucks. And it's the truth of it, man. Sometimes life sucks, man. There's going to be some days, man, ain't nothing going to go right. But guess what? You got tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to take that in tomorrow. You would be a fool to take yesterday into today. So you're just going to let a continuation part 2 to be continued before you go to bed. And then you wake up, oh, what was that I was thinking? Oh, yeah, that's what I was sad about. Let me start it. Sometimes life just sucks, and no amount of positivity can fix it. It's all right to be angry. It's okay to be jealous. It's okay to be annoyed or deeply upset about things. The good and bad emotions are all part of a human being. That's what makes you a whole person. You ain't never going to separate those negative emotions as long as you're breathing on this earth. They're going to be a part of you. But the thing is, you control them and you don't let them control you. 5 common unhealthy coping mechanisms. Number 2, isolating yourself from people, because that's going to hurt people. Socially isolating yourself simply because you don't like the people who are around you is not a healthy habit. This can make it harder for you to relate to others overall when you do something like this. As humans, we are social creatures who crave and need proper connection with others. You need proper connection with other human beings in order to be a whole human being. Learn a lot from the people around you. When you connect with others in a healthy manner, through supportive conversations and good healthy talks, you're allowing yourself to grow emotionally and mentally. Fostering your mental resilience can be helpful when times of stress do arise. If you're feeling overly anxious in social situations, reach out to a professional therapist who can teach you techniques to reduce the stress you feel caused by social situations. 5 common unhealthy coping mechanisms. Number 3, fatalism. Every time something go bad, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. When something bad happens, our brains immediately embellish the event that makes it seem like it's the worst possible thing that ever happened to you. It's a mental trait that has kept humans alive for millions of years, so the same mistakes won't be repeated in need of survival. However, in our modern day society, it functions as a self-defense mechanism where you prepare for the worst just in case. But this behavior might be causing you more stress than necessary. High levels of stress can lead to severe mental and physical health problems like depression and even heart disease. When you find yourself worrying about an outcome, ask yourself, how likely will the worst thing happen? That's leveling with yourself. You got to be like, okay, so if I don't do what I need to do, what's the worst thing that can happen in this situation that I'm worried about? Can you get evicted? Can you go to jail? Can you lose dignity? Could you lose respect? Could you lose friends? Those are the kind of things you want to think about. Once you come up with the worst possible thing that can happen in this situation, now you have an opportunity to make sure that the worst damn thing don't happen. Because it hasn't happened yet, right? It's called being proactive and not being reactive. If you feel like a bad outcome is truly likely, then plan for that one outcome. Create a plan that is flexible and doable in case it needs to change. This will give you a better sense of security going forward and create less stress in your life. 5 common unhealthy coping mechanisms. Number 4, repressing your feelings. Many repress their feelings because they think no one actually cares or because they believe expressing their feelings is a waste of time. Often, this behavior is a type of self-defense mechanism that activates when we believe that we no longer have control over a certain situation. Whether you choose to overreact or underreact, you are not giving your emotions a chance to be aired out. While there should be a degree of emotional self-control in place, we should remember to be genuine with how we're feeling and express it calmly and reasonably in a way that doesn't harm others. If you are more likely to overreact when something goes wrong, notice any physiological changes. Usually your body is a good indicator of how you're actually feeling. Taking a moment to meditate and ground yourself in your body can help you to minimize stress and reduce emotional outbursts. There's other ways to shake out repressed emotions, such as yelling into a pillow. I guess that's something women can do. Or a guy can do. If you want to yell, just yell in the pillow. They say that relieves stress. But I got a punching bag outside at my crib. Yeah. Yeah, and I got my gloves and everything, man. You know, get you a workout in and you get to hit some stuff. As yelling in the pillow, hitting a punching bag, dancing, or working out. These are all things that you can do to help relieve a lot of tension and stress. 5 common unhealthy coping mechanisms. And the final one, romanticizing your past. And start romanticizing your past. The past can hold a certain appeal when we put our nostalgic goggles on, especially when the present looks dim and not as promising. Unfortunately, we can't resurrect the past. Things happen, and chances are they did not happen exactly as you imagined they would. Living in a nostalgic daydream of what could have been can rob you of opportunities that you need to be taking advantage of in your right now. If you find yourself taking frequent trips down memory lane, figure out what specifically appeals to you about those memories and try to recreate those memories in your present. The present can sometimes be dim and gray, but your perspective depends on how you choose to handle it.